we have the mobile app team ready to go? All right, we can go ahead and skip ahead to the Annex Lab. So if we're still giving the mobile app team some time to get ready. Can somebody from the Annex Labs please share their screen?
Hello. Good day, my fellow team members and my judges. Let me share my screen. Share. Okay. Annex Labs. This is my demo day presentation. I'm one of my team members. The team consists of Vidit Guatam, Toluwani Digrashu, Toluwadashe Adoshu, and Chijimbo Aniafo. The aim of our project is to reimagine an improved, user-friendly online platform.
Annex Lab, so we're still giving the mobile app team some time.
Toluwani, can you speak up, please? Toluwani, can you speak up?
Oh, I said the aim of Annex Labs is to reimagine an improved, user-friendly online platform where teachers and students can interact in a variety of ways in order to replicate the effectiveness of an in-person school setting. Our target audience, we are focusing on students and teachers seen as they are the main people affected education-wise. Our goals include increasing student engagement, facilitating connection and collaboration between students and their classmates and teachers, making class more interesting, spurring students on to try their best using the resources available, and allowing students and teachers to access all class materials and tools in one place. User stories. So during the research and development process, students and teachers from different schools were interviewed as to the problems faced by them during the COVID period and online classes. And most of the major problems faced by students was not being able to access assignments and events, and not being able to communicate with classmates in and out of class. By teachers, it was not being able to properly share resources and content, and not being able to handle and manipulate data on the software being used. So most teachers were not familiar with the concept of an app called Zoom before the lockdown happened. And as such, productive or time that could have been used productively was wasted by teaching teachers how to use Zoom. And as such, students took this opportunity to disrupt classes. So as a student learning remotely, I want to be able to easily see all my upcoming assignments and events so that I stay on top of my work, be able to communicate with my classmates and teachers so that I can get help if I need it and collaborate. And as a teacher teaching remotely, I would want to use breakout rooms for discussion and activities and ping students so that they stay engaged and get the most out of a lesson. And also share resources and content so that students are informed and have all the materials that they need to succeed. This is a comparison of estimated size of the global e-learning market in 2019 and 2026. So as you can see in 2019, almost 50% of the market size in US dollars is spent on online e-learning, while 25% or so is spent in other, that is physical learning. But in 2026, the use of online learning almost doubled actually in terms of millions of US dollars, which means that Project Annex is going to be quite the investable opportunity, seeing as it's going to be used a lot in the future. So this is where my teammate shares the prototype for us to view.
Good day, everyone. My name is Toluwadashe Adoshu. I belong for Project Annex Labs. So one of our teammates, his name is Vidit. So he came up with this concept. Um, it's it's what we expect from this project. So this is what the finalized product should look like. So in the bottom center of the prototype, we have the tournament mode, quiz mode, and the teams mode. There are competition modes. The teacher or teachers can make these competitions to let the students compete against each other in quiz competitions. So the tournament mode lets students compete against each other in one-on-one. The teams mode lets the teacher put the students into teams for competitions. The quiz mode lets the teacher ask questions and the student who gets the most questions right wins. How a normal competition should go. The phone the phone symbol on the left next to each student lets the teacher talk to students one-on-one, and the square just to the right of the phone lets the teacher take notes of each student. So if the student is doing good, you can take a note how the student is doing in class, see what they need to improve, and that's it.
So my teammate has finished sharing and explaining the prototype that we built, and thank you for listening to us. Are there any questions from the judges? Mhm.
So I have a question. So you mentioned that this is what you showed us is what you hope the final product is. So where does the product currently stand in terms of development?
Okay, so we've started building the software in terms of introduction. That is creating a basic rundown of the software is step step by step. A student or teacher is expected to create an account using their email, and a link will be sent to said email, including a passcode, which is only accessible to them. From there, as a student, you choose your course. So if I was a science student and I logged in, I would choose physics, biology, and chemistry. And in those courses, if any teacher had posted an assignment or work, it would be posted, and I'll get alerts and notifications from the teacher to update and do my work. So we've created the first stage where we've created the stage where teachers and students can interact one-on-one via chats, and homeworks and assignments can be posted, but we aren't yet through with the whole process. So it's in its rough stages, so to say.
I have a question regarding competition. So what are some of what's competitive to what you're trying to create? Have you looked at the competition, and how does what you're doing compare to the competition that's out there?
So we looked at three of the major businesses that focus on this sort of thing, Zoom being one of them, Google Classrooms being another, and Moodle being a third. So we feel that we have a lead in the fact that while most of these are developing major companies that are outstanding in developing such apps, they don't really come from the point of being a student who suffers the most in terms of this kind of thing. So from being a student, we can relate our personal experiences. For example, I used to do online lessons till quite recently actually, and in one of my subjects, ICT, my teacher created a leaderboard of sorts where depending on the assignment you do and the grade you get, you are ranked out of everybody in the set. And competitiveness is a natural incentive in human beings. So that sort of thing pushes students who are normally not interested in class to, oh, let me be better than my peers, let me become first and make my parents proud. And maybe the top 3 in every course gets an extra 5 experience points that add to their grade. So that kind of thing. And while we don't have the necessary funding or experience in terms of technological development that those other companies have, we are confident in our ability to work with what we have, our experiences and all.
No, I think that's a great idea, because actually just being in the edtech space, gamified form of learning is becoming more and more preeminent. So that's interesting.
Thank you.
All right,
Oh.
wonderful job.
It says somebody has a question. It says Mr. Sam has a question.
Oh, did we have one more question?
He says he needs to be unmuted.
Hmm.
Yeah, I figured out I was muted. I kind of mute myself. Okay, cool question. I think you guys have done a good job. I was just wondering, when you are developing the software, what are the challenges that you came across, and how did you resolve it? So it could be either a bug, it could be figuring out how things connect together. So what would you say is the first 2 or 3 major challenges that you encounter, and how did you resolve those challenges?
Okay. So the very first problem that we ran across was experience. While all of us on the team were science students, I dare say none of us had the experience needed to create an app capable of running and posing a threat to apps like Moodle and Zoom. So that was one thing. Second thing was limitability of resources. So while sure it doesn't cost a dime to have billions of ideas and dreams, putting them into focus is much harder. So example, if I had 2 software developing platforms, Bubble and Slam. Bubble will enable me to create an app where videos can be switched on and off, while Slam can enable me to create an app where teachers and students can chat during lessons. So each app cannot allow me to do the other. So there are times we came across something that we needed to have in the project, but we could not do on that particular website. So we had to research and look for ways to copy in links that might help us do that kind of thing. Third thing, but this was majorly centered on this, was like time. So it took quite some time during research at first. The amount of students that like this and that, because I mean every human is a complex being. So 3 students might face a problem hearing the teacher, while 5 students might face a problem viewing the teacher's board. So creating an app where everybody was equal and able to function together seamlessly is quite a challenge, but not impossible one.
All right, thank you. So if we could have one last virtual round of applause for this team, good job. So if the next team will go, the security app could come forward and share their screen. And in the future for the Q&A, let's try to keep it to the judges only to save time, because we're running a bit short on time. Thank you so much for understanding.
Hello, everybody. Good day. Please, can you let me know if you can see my screen?
We can see it.
All right. So once again, hello everybody. My name is Belle Muboye, and I'll be presenting our pitch for Neighborhood Watch. Neighborhood Watch aim can be summarized in keeping yourself, your loved ones, and your neighborhood safe. My executive summary is that people who are new entrants into a neighborhood, and even those who are current residents, want to keep themselves and what they love safe. However, with the increase in crime rates, you find out we have a focus from moving away from
Is it just me or is
Can't hear her.
we can?
Hi, if you could just turn your mic up a little bit so that we can hear you a little better. Thank you.
Would there be another team member who could possibly present since we're having audio issues?
Hi, my name is Opute Audrey, and I'll take over from Belle.
Thank you.
So as she was saying before, this is our security app, the Neighborhood Watch. It can be summarized as keeping yourself, your loved ones, and your neighborhood safe. The problem, the rate of crime has been skyrocketing over the years. Overwhelmed and inadequate police resources means citizen cooperation is needed in form of crime reporting. Current frequently used communication channels can only reach a few people at a time. No verifiable and public means of knowing a place's previous crime records. What is needed? How do we keep ourselves and neighborhood safe? How do I tell my family and friends about the crime going on now? How do I report this crime to not just the police, but every other person in the neighborhood so they quickly avoid this place or get help? How do I know how safe a place is and if crimes regularly occur? Well, our solution, Neighborhood Watch. Neighborhood Watch enables residents of a neighborhood to send in reports of crime occurrences according to location, which can be viewed by others. How the features included in our app: one, quickly send in crime updates from your location or a specified one through a variety of media. Two, to view verified crime updates from your location or specific location. Three, receive both alerts of crime occurring in your area or locations you can watch immediately they are sent. What we bring: we easily and quickly reach more people, including your families. dedicated channel, which means less distraction from other content. Get notified even without being on the app. Report fake news and verify correct crime reports. Comment in and provide more information. View reports from the past and use them to inform your present. Integration with other communication methods like Twitter or WhatsApp through bots for reporting. Focus on local neighborhoods so alerts are more relevant. Collaboration with existing agencies and authorities. How to find crime. Step 1, search location or use current location. Step 2, updates are specific to local neighborhoods, so descriptions are more relevant. Icons indicate whether media is attached, which can be displayed. Weaving icon indicates reports has been verified by either a large number of residents or a reputable authority. View past reports. View more details. Click on the report from the Find Crime page to view more details. Comments can be added to provide more information or updates. There is no distinguishing features on user icon to However, records are kept by the app and users are banned if their posts get reported multiple times. Post-crime. Attach variety of media, including audio recording, video recording, and images. Location can be automatically filled using GPS or can be imputed manually. Minimal interference to ensure speedy reporting. Our business model, the revenue, basic features are free with subscriptions for advanced features as below. SMS/phone alerts. Email alerts are free, but SMS and automated phone calls are paid for. Access to data, reputable security agencies pay for an exported version of all crime reported, sorted by type, location, and date. Verified. Public authorities pay to have verified status on the app, increasing the public's faith in them and ensuring their messages are treated with higher priority. Cost, website development and maintenance. Our timelines, our next steps after your support. Start, begin app development after initial neighborhood and begin talks with authorities. 1 month after, enable signups on the app for residents of initial neighborhood. 3 months after, expand to more neighborhoods and begin talks with agencies using initial neighborhoods used as verifiable proof. 1 year after, implement more advanced reporting tools to begin exporting crime reports to reputable agencies. The team, we have our CEO, Bell, me, our CTO, Upute Audrey, and Matthew, our COO. I'll quickly share with you our prototype. All right, this is the first page. This is a login page. You can enter your email address and your password. Report crime in your area. As we can see here, you can choose to use your current location or enter location. Look at, these are the latest crime updates. Let's see. FBI used pictures of staff for undercover sex crime stings. A watchdog report said the support staff members were not certified to work undercover in this manner. Now, for posting a crime, you either use your current location or enter a location. You type here what is happening. You can click any of these icons to either take a picture, record a video, or choose the crime video from your gallery, and then click post crime. You can choose to visit your profile and edit a few things. You can edit your profile, you can post the crime, or you can comment. Those are all the things you can do with the security app. Any questions?
I have a question. How do you prevent any kind of issues if you report a crime and then like there's some kind of retaliation or an issue?
Well, the thing is, we have a policy here. If your crime gets reported 10 times, you're automatically banned, because we don't want any issues with the people using the app. And if you post any inappropriate things that you're not supposed to do, we will ban you. You might be automatically banned, because this is meant to be a family-friendly app. So that's what we'll do.
All right, thank you very much for your time. For the sake of time, we're going to go ahead and end this pitch right here, and we can ask more questions at the end during the networking session. So let's give them a virtual round of applause for their hard work. Thank you so much. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and share the audience participation voting form in chat. So if the judges could go ahead and get ready to fill out their forms and share their votes, then we would really appreciate it. We will be creating a breakout room for the judges so that they can communicate among themselves.
Sorry, just 1 second. Please use the link on the chat, so not the link on the screen. Okay, so please, thanks.
Okay, we will be taking a few minutes break while the judges make their decision. Thank you. Hi, is the mobile app team here? If you are someone from the mobile app team, would you please speak up?
If your audio is not working, you can also use the chat.
If somebody from the mobile app team is here and is able to present their presentation right now, please speak up.
All right, sorry, can you give it a minute? Let me just try and see what's going on with them. One second. So Jenna, I think some of them are here now.
Would you like the judges to hear from that one person that's represented for that group before they finish convening?
Yeah, I think they can. Yeah, they can present. One of there are about two of them here now. They can present.
Okay, I'll grab the judges now.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, thank you for returning. We do have our next group here to present. The judges are now back in the main room with us, and I will give the floor to you. Yay!
I'm trying to get this off my screen top.
Olu, I'm going to stop sharing until you're able to manage so that we don't have to watch you go through that.
Okay.
No pressure. So I'm just going to stop you for a second.
Thank you. So yes, all set.
Good day, everyone. Okay, so our project is targeted towards assisting unhoused people in California. So we partnered up with, Y Labs is proud to partner up with We Hope via its 2021 cohort. And our project is one I'd like to call Helping Hands. It resonates with the plight of unhoused people in California who face being unsheltered, living on the sidewalks, abandoned buildings, basically just living outside under the ash weather. Next slide, please, Ifemi.
Sure.
Next slide, please.
Sure.
Okay. So Y Labs is proud to partner up with We Hope via its 2021 cohort. Our project is one I'd like to call Helping Hands. It is one that resonates with the plight of unhoused people in California. They are faced with the problem of being unsheltered, living on the sidewalks, under tents, and oftentimes abandoned buildings. Our project is one that would be focused on equipping them with the basic human needs that they would need. Next slide, please. Okay, so our team members are Fikayo, Nifemi, Wispelumi, Miriam, and Noran. So as of today, we have just Nifemi and myself. The other three had some private personal issues to attend to. Next slide, please. Okay, so who are our users? Who is our target? So our targets are unhoused families. They are the young people, they are the old people. So in the spirit of equality, we would like each and every one of them to benefit from this proposal of ours. Like, as I initially mentioned, we can only imagine how life is like to be denied access to these basic human needs. So therefore, we plan to help them out with this project of ours. Next slide, please. Okay, so what do we know about unhoused people living in California? So based on our research, we were able to identify that from the year 2020 to 2021, there was a 7% increase in the rate of unhoused people living in California. Next slide. Okay, so
yes, I'll take it from here. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused a great strain on many people around the world, and it was basically horror for the unhoused people. As of January 2020, California alone had about 151,000 inhabitants experiencing homelessness. And in the first image there, you can see that's just for LA. For a city as luxurious as San Francisco, it is very shocking to see extreme poverty of this experiencing homelessness on the streets. If you walk around downtown, tents, makeshift cardboard, bed, and human excrement can be seen littering the sidewalk. And furthermore, exploring the relationship between health and homelessness, it is comprehensible that experiencing poverty and or homelessness can contribute to health issues, and health issues can contribute to poverty and homelessness. The living conditions of people experiencing homelessness tends to make treating and coping with issues more difficult. Take, for example, the pandemic, the COVID-19 that happened.
So what are the sanitary needs of unhoused people living in California? Access to public bathrooms. So our project plans to create portable public bathrooms that would be private and fully equipped to actually give them the necessary cleanliness that we need as humans. The second would be access to healthcare facilities. So medical assessments and dental care will be offered to each and every one of them. So over our research, we're able to understand that homeless people actually suffer from inaccessibility to all of these needs. The third one will be temporary and permanent housing. So this project would help out to create opportunities whereby they can get safe places to live, safe places where they are not beaten, safe places where they are not mugged or just for being homeless or living on the streets. Then the last one is a mental health group. So the plight of most unhoused people is that they are depressed. They often think about their problems and their issues. So creating a mental health group would actually offer them services whereby they can talk about their problems and also would present them non-substance abusing coping methods so they won't have to resort to hard drugs. Next slide, please, Nifemi.
And talking about solutions, we created a GoFundMe page that will allow people to donate to help. And we plan to use that for truck rentals, to get canned foods, fruit, first aid kits, toiletries such as soap, tissue, shampoo, and toothpaste. The aim of Project We Hope, just to state it again, the aim of Project We Hope is to provide adequate healthcare, food, bathroom and shower services for the unhoused people in California.
So what are the upsides of We Hope's partnership with Y Labs? So the first one is to create awareness. An average citizen becomes more aware of the problems homeless people face, and this would, in a way, make them be more aware and more understanding. So therefore, there won't be cases whereby they are being beaten or being chased out or wherever they are currently occupying. So the second one is to reduce the suffering. Our project will offer them support in sense of the mental health group, support in sense of access to the mobile bathroom services, and also support in the sense that they would have access to medical health care. The fourth one is increased engagement. So we'll be providing hands-on experience for people who have never had access to problems that affect their communities. So therefore, they will become more aware and also engage in. So they'll become more aware and engage in all this environment. Okay. So they become more aware and help out more in their communities to.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Take 3 deep breaths. Take 3 deep. Inhale.
Okay.
Exhale. Inhale. Yep. Inhale and exhale. Do it again.
Okay. Thank you. So we're going to create hands-on experiences. So hands-on experiences can never be overemphasized. So also is the awareness on issues we face in our various communities and environments. Through the knowledge on the projects We Hope, we plan to make our communities aware and also engage more in social impact in wherever they stay. The last one is to make the world a better place. So by solving these issues we have that faces the unhoused people in California, we plan and hope to achieve a safe environment for all. Next slide, please, Nifemi. Thank you very much for staying with us till the end.
So are there any questions you would like to ask? Anyone?
Good job, Nifemi and Pelumi.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. Wonderful work. Let's give a virtual round of applause to our last team. So if the judges would like to return to their breakout room while they make their final decision, and then we will come back when they are done. All right, if the judges could please come back into the main room so that we can announce the winners.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I believe everyone is here. Yes, everyone is here. Thank you so much for participating thus far. And I hope you all enjoy voting because that should be fun. Welcome back to our demo day event. Before we announce our summer 2021 award winners, we like to give the floor to our keynote speaker, Alex Fang. He's the Vice President of Social Impact at Philanthropy University and Director of Global Partnerships at the One Valley. It is an honor to have him here with us today. Thank you so much, Alex.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thanks, Deanna. Am I giving a presentation right now, or am I announcing the winner? Is that what's happening?
Oh my
No, I like to you just give it a short address. So.
Oh, okay, great. Well, you know, I apologize for not being ready, but I do want to thank all of the participants today. It was remarkable. I was really impressed and blown away by so many of these presentations and all of this, all the leadership and effort that was put into them. We had some really great conversations as the judges. And so I just want to thank everyone once again so much on behalf of One Valley, which is the organization that I work at, and on behalf of all the judges that had the opportunity to talk about the ideas and businesses that you all put in front of us today. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And along with our awards, we'd like to also take a moment to recognize some exemplary students as nominees for the Bob Purcell Engagement Award. Bob Purcell is the founder, and he is also our former CMO of Duncan and senior advisor to Y Labs Adventures. He is also the head junior varsity coach and assistant varsity coach for women's basketball at Carlsbad High School. The winner of the award is a fellow who has demonstrated exceptional dedication through exemplary attitude, academic excellence, and outstanding class engagement. They will be given a special gift of Skull Candy wireless headphones by Y Labs as a prize. The nominees are Chidera Essel, Vidit Gautam, and E. Palumi Badamasi. We can give a virtual round of applause. You can use your reactions button. And the winner of the Bob Purcell Engagement Award is, drumroll please, virtual drum roll, Vidit Gautam. Congratulations.
So, Vidit, feel free to say a few words if you can unmute yourself. I guess you wanted to also share your experience during the program as well.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for bestowing me with this award. Y Labs as a program was just so it was just it was so intensive as a program. I've never had anything as difficult as this to go through, and my program and my project of Annex Labs. I hope that project also does very well. Shout out to Toluwani and Lase, who worked really hard on that project. Shout out to Chidera, who I think who was probably a very close second. I think he honestly deserves this more than me. He's a very technical person. He understands a lot more about businesses than me. And thank you very much.
Next week, thank you so much for the. Next, we like to recognize the team who won the most votes from the audience. The team that you choose as your favorite this year. The audience favorite award goes to, drum roll please.
You get the drum roll. Any music?
Thank you, Michael. Is the Neighborhood Watch. Woohoo! Give you a virtual round of applause and feel free to throw it in the chat as well. Great job, everyone. Would the team like to say any remarks before we move on?
Thank you so much for voting us like the audience favorite award. I didn't know we were going to win. I honestly think I did poorly, but thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And you didn't do poorly, you did your best. Our next prize, second place, will not only include the pride of being so highly esteemed by our judges, but also some One Valley branded gear and a free passport by One Valley with about $1,000 worth of tech gifts. The runner-up for our grand prize is, drum roll please, and one of the judges will say, Samira.
Yeah, should I just answer for, yeah, basically we had Annex and Neighborhood Watch were actually tied. We just couldn't decide. So that's where we landed.
A tie.
I know it's a controversial position. We discussed it amongst all of us, and we wanted to know if you all might split the prize. Yeah. So that's where we landed, but we were very clear on the next winner. So.
Okay, Michael, do you have any regards?
Yeah, thanks. Neighborhood Watch and Annex, right?
If you could repeat the two groups, Samira, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neighborhood Watch and Annex, both. We couldn't decide. We literally went back and forth and around in circles. So we had a clear first winner, and then we had trouble, and we liked them both. So we wanted to propose to you if you could split the prize, or if there's some sort of a way to do a tiebreaker. But you know, that's where we are. And
Sure,
Yeah.
we can do that. So the second the runner-up was for second place, Annex Labs and the Board Watch. Congrats to both of you again. The Board Watch winning 2 prizes today. Definitely beautiful. Congratulations to you. I know you 2 teams worked very hard to actually get to this point. So the past 2 weeks, especially, has been super intense for all of you. So definitely big congrats. We'll look for how to expand the gift pool so we can get equal amount of gifts. Everyone on the team gets about $1,000 prize worth of One Valley Brother gear, which actually includes almost $500,000 worth of technology discounts and tech products. So for you to explore your entrepreneurial ambitions. So passports for One Valley, and then you also have to get a gift from Y Labs as well. So awesome. Very cool. Sure. Thanks, Diona, and thank you, Samira. I appreciate it. So maybe we can have the team, or one person from each of the teams, say a few things about the experience of Y Labs, and then you have 30 seconds. Anyone on the teams can say a few things.
30 seconds.
Say what about the team should say what?
Okay.
If you have any remarks or thoughts you like to leave with your win.
Okay. Okay, so I'm Belle from Neighborhood Watch, and if you can see us in the chat, we're actually very excited. I think Y Labs has been really intensive. We've learned a lot. We've put in a lot of effort, and we're really, really so happy to actually even present and then actually get second place. So yes, we are so excited. Thank you.
And would anyone from Annex like to speak?
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so like I'm sure from the chat everybody thinks I'm like crazy because I've been commenting since, but yeah, it means a lot to my team and I that we tied, because being honest, we actually didn't think we were going to come top 3 because we've had a load of problems doing the documents and stuff, but I'm really grateful to Y Labs. I mean, it has been taxing because Vidit and I are way ahead of you guys. So it's like midnight and 2 a.m. for us right now, and we normally stay after to do meetings about the documents and stuff. So it's nice knowing that the hard work paid off. Period.
Thank you both. Finally, our first place prize, our judges' top contender. They will be presented the same gear as our runner-up, but they'll also get some One Valley gear and a passport for each member, as well as some Skull Candy wireless headphones. Our first place winner for the 2021 summer program is, and a virtual drum roll, and maybe we can have Miss Saini present.
I loved the electrical vehicle idea, and so did the rest of the judges. So absolute congratulations. I loved it. You're on mute, Donna.
Thank you. I'm vocally giving excitement and silence. Feel free to show love, give virtual applause in the chat. Would this group like to leave any final remarks?
Me and Chidera and the rest of the team, we want to say a big thank you, because really we've been chatting since and we really didn't think we would win, but it was all thanks to the hard work that we were able to put in, being awake by 12, sometimes 1, and shows that hard work pays off. So thank you.
Yeah, I also like to thank the other groups that presented, Second Harvest, the mobile app team. I also like to thank our mentor who really helped us with the financing. And he really did a lot. He put in a lot of hours to help us, although he too was also busy. And I like to thank Y Labs for giving us the opportunity to present. Thank you.
Thank you both so much. Thank you all so much for participating. Thank you for joining us for our annual Demo Day event. We are so happy you're able to join us, and we thank you for your continued support for the Y Labs Ventures programs. Thank you again, judges, and for deliberating twice. We totally appreciate your patience. Thank you all for being patient and being patient with tech issues and whatever happened today. If you are interested, we will be staying live for the next 20 minutes to give our students, judges, and other special guests the opportunity to network. Please take this opportunity to make some career-shaping connections. Don't miss this opportunity, you all.
Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to all the judges. I definitely want to recognize the presence of Bob Purcell, who has been a great supporter of YLabs, connecting us with different ideas, writing our articles sometimes, so thank you so much, Bob. Also the judges, Vidrula, definitely, I know that you're very busy. Same as Samira, thank you for just saying yes at the moment's notice as well. Thank you to Pedro, Kudus, and Alex Fang, from One Valley, for also being here as well. So I want to thank you to the One Valley team, who has also been a great supporter. They pretty much, sponsored most of our demo day, providing gifts actually to all the winning teams across the board. So I appreciate your time. We look forward to hopefully expanding YLabs globally. We think that there's a lot of potential to teach social innovation to young people very, very early. And we also want to also begin to incubate companies. We're thinking of potentially exploring securing a fund to continue to expand YLabs programs, security and all of that. And I don't know if any of the judges want to share a few things about their experience today and maybe some feedback for us. That would be nice as well.
Yeah, Michael, I just want to take a minute to thank the teams that did not win today, because it needs a lot of courage to come and present your ideas in front of people, and that itself is a win in itself. It was very, very tough competition, and I hope all of you will continue to work on your ideas. There are certain specific reasons because of which you could not win today, and I hope your teams would look into it. Please feel free to reach out to us what we thought were those reasons, and we would be happy to help. But please do not give up, because some of the participants were really good, and in fact I actually sent a couple of messages to Michael telling him that I think you need to mentor a couple of these people. So just because you didn't win today, that doesn't mean it's the end. You guys have shown a lot of courage just by coming here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Samira, you want to say something?
I actually just want to second what Mridula said. Absolutely, please don't give up. I mean, there were a lot of compelling societal problems that you're trying to solve that people have been trying to solve for years and haven't cracked. So I was really moved by some of the challenges you're trying to solve around hunger and homelessness, and just the spirit and passion that goes into wanting to solve those problems. It is quite great and quite deep. So very supportive, and please feel free to connect with me after this. I'm happy to be a mentor and connect you to others as well. So thank you so much for inviting me in the time.
Thank you so much, Samira. Thank you, I appreciate it. Is any of the other mentors here? I don't think so. Okay. I just also want to recognize Mahama, one of our co-founders, on the call today. Mama, you want to say something?
Hi, good day and hello from Medellin, Colombia. I'm just really impressed by how amazing the presentations are and the level of compassion that they show by picking projects that make a difference in the world. And the fact that they are everywhere in the world, from India to Nigeria, is absolutely amazing. I also want to thank the judges for the time that you've spent, the YLabs team for all the effort and all the hard work. So thank you so much for your support.
Cool, amazing. Thank you so much, Mahama. There are a couple of mentors on the call. There's Chidi, who works at Agora. There is Tesho Kange from Nigeria. There's Ola Ajayi, whose team won the demo day event today. And there's Dayo McIntosh as well, who's also on the call as well. And a few other people. If I don't mention your name, I'm probably trying to scan the room for who else is there. Everybody, Ola, hi. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to resolve some issues during the call, but I was listening. I'm so sorry I couldn't be active. But thank you, everyone. And congrats to Dara and Comer. You guys did awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ola, and for all the hard work and for all the time as well. Chidi and Dio, thank you so much. And Gideon, who was the executive? I don't know. Dio, McIntosh, thank you so much. This is where we'll wrap up today. There is networking for about 15, 20 minutes. If you want to subscribe, there's going to be a breakout session. So feel free to stay on. Thank you so much. Junior, feel free to go ahead. Junior.
I've made my closing remarks, so feel free to have a chat. I'll open up some breakout rooms in case people need a smaller space since there's so many of us. And feel free to message me if you need assistance, myself or Jenna. Enjoy networking, and I will give me about 30 seconds to open up some extra rooms.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, I was in the process of creating rooms where people can choose what room they want to go into. So I'm not sure what happened, but once the rooms count down the 100 seconds, I'll be able to allow people to choose the rooms they want so they can speak to whomever they desire to speak to. Hi, everybody. I see some of you are returning. I'm waiting for the breakout rooms to count down, and then I will reopen rooms so that you can choose whichever room you like to go into so you can speak to whomever you like to speak to. Just about 60 more seconds. Feel free to talk though while we wait in the last 30 seconds if anyone has an urgent desire or need or want to speak. Okay, I have opened 3 breakout rooms. Some people can stay here. Some people can jump into another room. If you need it to be more intimate, feel free to network and to learn, have this opportunity to learn from one another, whether it's from your peers or from a mentor who could still be present. Feel free to hop into a room or call someone into the room. Use the chat to communicate that you like to speak with someone in the room. And if anyone has a question about joining a room, there's a button down at the bottom right of your panel that says breakout rooms. And then you hover over the 0, or it's a blue number. It should be 0 or 1. And you select join, and you can join into that room. If you have trouble, feel free to ask me if you need help. Great, I see Olu has joined room 1. If anyone wants to chat with Olu in room 1, they are there in room 1. Is everyone doing okay with being able to join a room or wants to start a conversation?